Welcome and thank you for jumping on to this practice. If you've arrived here on my YouTube channel, thank you. I am wanting to share a practice, a power practice today that I just shared here at Yoga Bodyworks in Newcastle. I never really plan my flows. I try to listen to the body and let it go wherever it wants to go. And this just felt really, really fun and playful, and I want to share it with you guys. This is definitely not a beginner sequence. You will need 2 blocks if you've got them. If not, just do your best. It's not about catching the pose. It's about the experience along the way. We can move through life in such a state of busyness and overwhelm and fast-paced and stress that we tend to miss out on just the regular moments that happen in our lives. And these regular moments are the ones where we can practice, right, the feeling of gratitude. We miss out on rewiring our brains from negativity to see the good because we're moving too fast in our days. So in this practice, and when you finish, I want you to move through your day and take time out to actually spend 10 or 20 seconds in the regular moments. The space where you give your best mate a hug, the opportunity to step outside and put your feet in the grass, the moment when you walk past the ocean. Can you pause and actually fully take it in, and the energy and the experience of gratitude and the emotion and the vibration, let it vibrate into every single cell of your body. And that's how we start to rewire and neurally change the structure of our brains to see more gratitude, appreciation, and love. Our brains are wired to find the negativity, right? We have negativity bias, but we can work with that by pausing, by practicing being in the moment and holding on to it for about 10 or 20 seconds. And the same thing in this practice. Notice if we find ourselves getting critical or judging ourselves or looking for a way out. Is it possible to soften and appreciate even under times of tension? When we are met with tension, I invite you to seek it with compassion. Guys, my book, Watch Your Language, is now out. It's available anywhere you get books. I'll pop the link down below. I would love to share this book with you. For me, it was about how I shifted my dialogue from judgment and comparison to acceptance and self-compassion, learning about our brain, our nervous system, and how we are wired, in essence, to do something about it so we can change for good. When you're ready, let's find our way into a child's pose. At any time, always remembering that this pose is here for you. You don't have to listen to me. You listen to your body and drop down here and take rest as often as you need again. This is definitely not a beginner practice, so please listen to your body. If you are looking for that beginner practices, there's plenty of videos across my YouTube channel. For now, drop the hips back over the heels. Rest your head down. I'm going to keep mine up so that you can hear my voice. And I want you to simply notice your breath without changing it. Notice if it feels fast or strained. Notice where you're breathing from. Is it your belly? Is it your ribcage? Or is it your chest? And then notice how your body and mind feels in this moment without judgment. I see you, body. I feel your emotion. And it's okay. And I want you to ask yourself the question, what is it that my heart needs in this very moment? And now let yourself receive. Slowly and consciously now starting to breathe in from the belly, into the rib cage and into the lungs. And as you breathe out, let everything melt back down and surrender anything before this moment. You are now here. Breathe in. Breathe out. 3 more breaths like that. Always welcome to stay a little longer. If not, start to come up onto all fours. And we're quite creatively now going to move through the spine in any direction you please. So articulating the spine, moving through flexion and extension, asking questions of what's actually going on in your neck, in your upper traps, in your vertebra, your ankles, your elbows, your hands, and just moving fluidly in shapes that feel good for you this morning. There's no need to copy what I'm doing. I want you to really dive into your body and be curious. We're going to take at least another minute here. Again, no right or wrong where this body wants to take you. We are in a world that is quite rigid, and we tend to continually practice and repeat the same things over and over. And if we want to see more love in the world, if we want to experience more gratitude and kindness and acceptance, then it must be something we practice. And that starts right here, right now. The ability to change our neural structure starts from a choice we make. So take 3 more breaths here, just exploring into spaces in your body. And knowing that today, you have the power to create the reality you see in front of you. So what's that going to be? Slowly, when you feel ready, we'll find our way to a downward facing dog. So minimal cues today in this practice. As I said, it's an opportunity for you to become a little creative and playful with your body. 5 breaths here, wriggling your hips, maybe bending your knees. You might even play with a little side variation. For many of you that have been on my YouTube channel for a while, you know I like to keep it quite unstructured and fluid. I feel our bodies are 3-dimensional, and it's so nice to play around with that space. Eventually, from that downward facing dog, we're going to walk our hands back to our feet and find maybe your first forward fold of the day. So softening your knees, letting your head hang, swaying left and right, doing anything that feels good for you in this space. Breathe in, let go, breathe out. Press through those heels, slowly ripple and rise all the way to stand. And as you do, coming up to the top and actually just moving through some really loose spinal waves here. So just allowing the body to move and flow in these waves. Allowing ourselves to let go of any sense of rigidity or stuckness or stagnation. On your next one, slowly press through those heels and inhale, sweep the hands up above the head. And then exhale, bend the knees and forward fold. Halfway lift, finding a flat spine, and then exhale, bend and walk the hands out, finding our first high plank. Now from this high plank, take an inhale and exhale, tuck the chin and press back, downward facing dog. Inhale, ripple forward, high plank, belly to spine. Take your time, there's no rush, protract. Chin to chest, exhale, ripple back, downward facing dog. One more like this. Inhale, ripple forward and through high plank. And exhale, ripple back, downward facing dog. Now bring your feet in just a little bit, shortening that dog. You might need to bend your knees a little bit. It's going to be completely up to you. Now take an inhale Exhale, bring the shoulders over the wrists and then drop the knees under the hips. Coming to Turbo Cat. Holding here for the count of 5. The knees are just hovering off the ground for 4. Fingers spread nice and wide, push the ground away for 3. Belly to spine, neck is long for 2. And then taking a breath in and exhale back, downward facing dog for 1. Breathe in and breathe out. This time, second variation, you can always stay with that first. Come forward on your inhale and pause, Turbo Cat. Keep your left knee exactly where it is, just hovering, and hold your right foot off, bringing the right knee to touch that right wrist. We hold for 5. Hold for 4, push the ground away, protract for 3, for 2, 1. Place the right foot down, right knee under right hip, bring left knee to left wrist, hold for 5. Keep pulling belly to spine for 4, so hard to talk here, for 3, for 2, push back, downward facing dog. You should be warming up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay, we've got one more variation. Either take it or leave it. It's up to you. Inhale, come forward. Turbo Cat. Bring the hands a little bit closer together. From here, push down through the left hand. And then inhale, lifting the right hand and the left foot. And exhale, come back down. Inhale, change. Left hand, right foot. And exhale, change. We're going to go for 8. For 7. Doesn't matter what's happening here, just give it a go. Again, what is going on in the mind as we move through this? Are we getting frustrated with ourselves? Are we getting pissed off? Are we getting angry that we can't do it? Or this is ridiculous, what have I signed up for? Or is it possible to change it? And that's on us. What are we choosing to see here? What thoughts and energy are we choosing to create our reality? Right? It is up to us what we choose to see. Last 2. And 1. From here, drop those knees down. Well done. Whew. Inhale, lift the head. And exhale, round the spine. Bring the knees wide, sink back to a child's pose. And on your inhale, slide the chest all the way through and untuck those toes. Hands come nice and wide. Inhale, oscillate your cobra. Peel the head up and exhale, peel back down. 2 more like that. Inhale, maybe you come onto those fingertips, head comes up, oscillate, and exhale, come back down. Inhale, coming up and oscillate. And exhale, come back down. From here, finding our way to plank pose, knees or toes. When you tuck your toes, squeeze your quads, your kneecaps will lift off the ground. Now pull your belly in and up. Hold here for 5. Or hover for 4, 3, 2, push up, high plank. Exhale, low plank. Beautiful. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Well done. And exhale, downward facing dog. Starting to sweat. From this downward facing dog, we slowly walk those feet towards the hands. Take like little baby steps here as you stretch through your hamstrings. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, fold forward. Press through those heels. Inhale, chair pose. If you weren't warm, you're about to get warm. Exhale, stay. Come onto those toes. Take an inhale and exhale, bring the hands back. Inhale, sweep the hands forward, and exhale, the hands come back. 3 more times. Inhale, hands come forward. Notice what's going on with the balance. And exhale, sweep those hands back. Did I say 3 times? I can't remember. Inhale, hands forward. Let's just keep going. And exhale, hands back. We'll go 2 more times. Inhale, hands forward. Remember that moments do not last forever. So is it possible to meet that tension with compassion? Inhale, hands forward. Exhale, drop those heels and fold. Moment is gone. Breathe in, halfway lift. Breathe out, step, jump or float back through your vinyasa. If you jump back, always jump back with bent elbows. Inhale, cobra or up dog. And breathe out, downward facing dog. Well done. From down dog, straight away lifting the right leg. Breathe in. Exhale, bend and open. Creating a figure eight now, bringing the right knee towards the left wrist. Maintain the protraction in the shoulders. And then over to the right wrist. And then sweep up and over like a figure of eight as you rotate through the hip. And we're going to do that 2 more times. Right knee comes over to left wrist, pause, over to right wrist. And then sweep up and over, rotating through the hip joint. And 1 more time, right knee. You can always drop the left knee down. You know, anything, you don't have to listen to me. You are your biggest teacher. Now inhale, sweep the right leg behind. Exhale, bring the knee to the nose and then pause. Really press the ground away here, protract, flex the foot and step it between the hands and drop the left knee down. This is a slow journey to your low lunge. So taking your time to find yourself into slow lunge, we're going to get deep into the hip flexor for this one today. If that doesn't work for your low spine though, you're going to come up a little bit and tuck the tailbone under so you've got space in the sacrum. And then finding this space of length in the spine. So interlacing those hands, reaching the fingertips up to the sky and maybe wrapping the thumbs or just bringing the palms of the hands together here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Take 1 more breath in. On the exhale, draw the elbows wide and maybe find a back bend by pressing the sternum forward. Inhale, sweep the hands up. And exhale, you've got 2 blocks. If you need them, use them under your hands. Come into half monkey. All right, we're going to have a play with this just because we're here and it's going to feel fun. So again, you've got 2 blocks if you need to. Place under your hands. You're slowly going to rise up. Keeping the right quad on, so you want to really squeeze the right quad so much the right kneecap will lift. And we're going to try to balance here by working compression strength, squeezing the right quad, holding for 8, 7, really try to lift those right toes towards the sky for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, well done everyone. Step forward, bend your right knee a lot, so we're almost in a squat. We're going to try to keep this 90-degree bend as the fingers touch down and we just hover the back leg off. So it's not a warrior 3. I'm trying to stay quite deep into that right foot. Left leg's just out behind. Hold for 5. Hold for 4. For 3. 2. Left foot meets right foot. Chair pose. Breathe in. And exhale, fold forward. Well done. Halfway lift, inhale. Plant the hands and step back. Your version of vinyasa or skip it. So always optional. High to low plank chaturanga. Maybe you hover. Breathe in, cobra or up dog. Breathe out, down dog. Straight away left leg rises on the inhale. Bend and open, breathe out. Now either stay here with small hip circles or left knee to right wrist touch, over to the left and up and over. So slowly moving through this really nice figure of 8, left to right, over to left, up and over. We've got 1 more circle here with the hips, left to right, over to the left. Now up and over, inhale, leg straightens behind you. Exhale, knee to nose and pause. Don't rush this. And these are the moments to have gratitude for, the really difficult moments. Can we stay and find gratitude in the moments of chaos? Absolutely. You've got a body, you're doing yoga. Say thank you. Flex the foot, step it through. Drop the back knee, come to your low lunge. Right? It's one of the biggest things that I've learned from myself and my body. I talk about it in my book immensely. When things show up for us, say thank you. When we have inflammation or sickness or injury in the body, say thank you rather than meeting it with resistance. See the energy change. It is so powerful. Breathe in. Breathe out. And that might not sound very natural to you, but you may as well try it, because I promise you that the injury, the inflammation or the sickness is there anyway. You may as well have gratitude for it showing up, because our bodies are talking to us all the time to show us what we need. Take a breath in. Exhale, crack the heart open. Breathe in. As you breathe out, coming back and finding your hamstring stretch. 2 blocks if you need, and pausing. Inhale. Exhale. All right, keep the back toe tucked. Let's come into this awkward little balance here. A great one for strengthening through those hip flexors. We're going to lift that left foot off the floor and do our best to hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. No need to judge ourselves here. What you're doing is perfect. Slowly place the left foot down, bend the knee a lot. Try to maintain this position. Lean forward and lift that back leg off to your degree. Breathe in. You can point or flex the toe, your choice. Breathe out. Take one more breath in. On your exhale, bring right foot to meet left foot, chair pose. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant the hands, your version of vinyasa, always taking what you need. Or choose to skip it, that's totally fine. Down dog. We're going to flow that little sequence out here. Take a breath in. And a breath out, let it go. Right leg lifts, breathe in. Bend and open, breathe out. Moving with breath now, slowly on the inhale. Stepping the right foot all the way between the hands. Drop the back knee down, exhale. Inhale, coming up to that low lunge. And exhale, cracking open the heart. Inhale, the hands lift. Exhale, coming back, hamstrings. Inhale, lift that top leg. Exhale, step forward, this time warrior 3. Hands to heart, breathe in. Exhale, left foot to meet right foot. And then breathing in, chair pose. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. And finding your way through a vinyasa that looks like for you. Half cobra or up dog on the inhale, and exhale, downward facing dog. Left leg rises, breathe in. Breathe out, bend and open. Inhale, straighten, knee to nose, round your spine. Slowly step through. Drop the back knee down. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, crack the heart. Inhale, hands lift. Exhale, your version of hamstring stretch. Inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, warrior 3. Take your time. Inhale, leg lifts. Exhale, chair pose. Well done. Inhale, hands lift. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift, breathe in. Your journey through vinyasa. And downward facing dog. Take 5 breaths here. Maybe you've dropped yourself into a child's pose. Breathe in. Breathe out. Choosing to rest gives us time to see. When we can see, we can appreciate. In Buddhism, they simply say to see things as they are. So in your day today, you're going to have many, many moments that are going to unfold. But at least you get to experience them. So sit in the moments as they are, however uncomfortable, however messy, however hard, or however beautiful. And do your best to feel every single part of it as the moment will pass. Take a breath in and a breath out. Slowly from here, coming up to a downward facing dog. Moving to our second part of the sequence today. So however you get to your hands is going to be your journey. You guys know that I love handstand transitions, but I don't mind what you do, right? If you want to come with me and try a handstand transition, step your right foot forward a little bit here and bend the knees a little bit. It's a really nice place to start from. It's going to be the left leg that's going to be kicking up behind us. So we're just going to do a few little kicks here. So
all I want you to think about is pushing into the hands and just lifting that left leg. You don't have to go all the way up, and this might be for you today. If you want to start to play with some handstand kicks, you might play around with a few little hops. You might catch one or two. It's not about that, but I invite you to have fun. And then wherever you land, we'll all meet in a forward fold at the top of our mat. Everything is always optional and there's no end point with anything. From here, chair pose, breathe in. Stay for your exhale. From here, we stay in a squat. We're going to now push the left leg forward. So it's similar to what we did. We're kind of in this mini pistol squat kind of variation. Squeeze your left quad and breathe in and breathe out. Super uncomfortable, I get it, but you'll be fine, I promise. Take one more inhale. Exhale, warrior three. Been here before. Either kick with the heel or point the toe, again up to you. Play around with what feels good for you. Draw the belly to the spine and embrace all the wobbles. Take a breath in. As you exhale, bend your right knee a lot, so much so that eventually that left toe will touch back down in the ground and we'll find our crescent pose. So taking your time to come into our first proper full lunge today, and we want to bend that back knee a little bit, so coming to a double bent lunge. Push through the right heel, inhale the hands up and exhale, find your arm variation for crescent. Again, it's going to be different for all of us. I'm going to go behind the back today. Take 3 breaths here. Stabilizing, settling into the lunge, softening your face, your shoulders, and making sure our breath is solid and long. Inhale, sweep the hands up, and exhale, arrowhead. Push out of the back heel, elongate through the crown of the head and out through the tail. I know this is cooking the legs, but I promise you they'll still be there when you finish. How good is it that you've got legs to be able to practice? Push through that heel, inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, bringing the right arm back and the left arm forward, we twist for 5. So really bringing out this digestive system here. Breathing in. Breathing out. 2 more breaths here, everyone. Take 1 more breath in. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, windmill the arms up. Take a moment to straighten the front leg, but then back down into warrior 2. Grounding through those feet, right knee over right toes. External hip rotation, press into the blade edge of the back foot. Soften the shoulders away from the ears and let the hands come out into your version of warrior 2. Breathe in. Breathe out. 2 more breaths. Ooh, how are those legs going, guys? I'm most definitely feeling it this morning. We've got a beautiful day here in Newcastle. The heaters are on in this room and I'm sweating so much. It's so delicious. Inhale, flip the front palm and reverse. Exhale, cartwheel down, come onto the back tippy toes. Left hand comes down, right hand comes up. I'm going to give you a bit of a challenge here, why not? Push through the right foot, come onto your left fingertips. Maybe try to float that left arm forward for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Both hands down, step back either to a down dog or through your version of a vinyasa. Always optional. Downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Do that again. Breathe in. Breathe out. Making your journey to the front, either through handstand or hop, whatever feels nice for you. Halfway lift, breathe in. And exhale, fold forward. Chair pose. Breathe in. Stay for the exhale. Slowly lift the right foot off the ground. Push with the right heel and hold here for 5. Hold here for 4. Hold here for 3. Hold here for 2. And for 1, warrior 3. Kick the right heel back. Again, you can point or flex the foot. Play around with balance, hands to heart. Soften your left knee if you need to. Elongate through your spine. Take a breath in. Slowly start to squat. Point the back toe. And start to feel into the body this transition now to crescent lunge. Feet hip distance apart, drive through the tripod of the foot. 60% is that heel, 40% into the balls of the foot. If anyone needs any work with their feet, right, the orientation of the knee and the hip joint has a lot to do with our feet. On my website, watchyourlanguage.com, I have a foot health immersion course. If the muscles in your feet have started to collapse, we're going to end up with issues throughout the knee, such as medial issues, meniscus, bursitis, things like that as well. So feel free to jump over to my website and download your copy of the foot health immersion. It's only $29, but beautiful tools there to help strengthen through the knees and the hips. Take a breath in. Exhale, arrowhead pose. Fingertips draw back, spine nice and long. Take an inhale. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, hands sweep up, and exhale, we twist. Right arm goes forward, left arm goes back. Really rinsing out this digestive system here. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more breath in. And a breath out. Slowly, windmill warrior two. Take a moment to reset. Drop down, nudge the left hip open. Press the blade edge of your back foot down and feel the arch of your right foot lift. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more full breath in. Faces soft and relaxed. Breathe out. Inhale, flip and reverse. Keep your left knee nudging open. Exhale, cartwheel. Come onto your back tippy toes. Right hand down, left hand up. Either stay here or play with that tricky balance of maybe that right arm coming forward. Hold for 3. Well done. Hold for 2 and 1. Both hands down. Step back. Down dog, or go through your version of a vinyasa. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. We now flow this just one time through. Bend your knees, look forward. However you get to your hands is up to you. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, chair pose. Here we go. Stay for the exhale. Push through the right foot. Inhale, kick the left leg forward. Exhale, warrior 3, moving with breath. Take an inhale. Exhale, step back, high crescent lunge. Breathe in, reach tall. Breathe out, reach long. Breathe in, back up. Exhale, twist to the right. Left arm forward, right arm back. Inhale, circle the arms. Exhale, Virabhadrasana 2, soften. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, cartwheel down. This time opportunity for side plank if you wish. Right foot stacking on top of left. Take a full breath in. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Full breath in. Let it go, breathe out. Your journey to the top of the mat, however that is, have a play. Get in the moment, feel it, experience it. If you caught something, celebrate it. Let it feel really good. When you feel ready, inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold forward. Last time, inhale, chair. Stay for the exhale. Lifting the right leg, inhale. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, start to sweep that leg back and behind, and exhale, warrior 3. Full breath in. Bend the left knee a lot. Step back, high crescent lunge. Breathe in, arms lift. Breathe out, long spine. Squeeze the back quad. Inhale, hands lift. Exhale, spin it open. Inhale, circle the arms. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, flip and reverse. And exhale, cartwheel down and find. Oh, I forgot the little twist. Hold on. Right hand comes down, left hand comes high. You're so in the moment. Bringing either that left foot to stack on top. Taking one breath in your side plank variation or twist. Now exhale, hand down, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Woo. Child's pose. Let it go. Breathe in. Breathe out. You've got 4 more breaths. We've got one little sequence to go. This whole practice is quite fiery, quite strong, quite
possibly aggravating. However, you've chosen to be here to do this. Our bodies and our minds are up to us. Our bodies are designed to move, to shake out any tension, rigidity, armor, and toxicity. By giving ourselves this permission slip to show up to your mat, we start to show up for life. We give ourselves permission to see things how they are, to sit in the chaos, and see if we can find compassion rather than criticism. Take one more breath in, and then open mouth, exhale, let go. As we come up, place one block towards the back of your mat. So if you don't have two blocks, that's okay, just do your best. And this last little sequence, just going through once. Let's get it out the way. So from here, downward facing dog. One block at the front, one block at the back. Inhale, sweep the right leg behind you, and exhale, bend and open. You should be pretty warm by now. Slowly, stepping the right foot through warrior one. So right foot lands onto the blade edge of your back foot, and make sure your hips, draw your right hip back and your left hip forward. It's a bit of an awkward position, warrior one, so go a bit wider with that back foot if you need to. And then slowly rising up to find your warrior one. Hip bones are facing forward, so I'm literally drawing my right hip backwards, my left hip forward, and finding this position to warrior one. Take a breath in. As you exhale, we're going to draw the left elbow underneath the right, finding eagle arms. Take an inhale, open through the chest, and exhale, start to compress. So slowly folding in. We're not here for too long, I promise. So feel this into your digestive organs, feel that full compression. Let's have some fun here. Slowly from here, come all the way back up to stand. Lean into warrior three. Again, been here plenty of times before, but this time with the hands bound. And can you now lift your left leg up, standing single leg balance. Take a full breath in. And we come to a full eagle pose. Bringing left leg over right, either touching left toes on the ground or wrapping around. Take an inhale. Exhale, we fully compress now. This is one of the most, I find, challenging shapes. So hard to talk in. You've fallen out of it, don't worry, so did I. All good, it's all part of it. Take a breath in, and this is where you'll use your block. Exhale, unravel, right hand to block or floor. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. So take your time to find that space. Breathing in, maybe that right hand lifts. Breathing out. Take one more breath in, bend the right knee. Step to the back of your mat, Skandasana. So this should feel really good. Slide into that left knee, left hip joint. Feel free to move it around a little. Now, notice how different this moment is compared to that eagle pose. Same deal in life. We're gonna get tipped off balance. Our job as humans in the world we're in today is to recognize, right, the moments of tension, but choose to stay open and soften in them, right? The moment is just uncomfortable. We do not need to close down our digestive system because that's what happens under stress. You can still stay open and receive the moment even when it's uncomfortable. Take a breath in. Have a listen up here. We're finding a three-legged dog. Walk back to the front. Turn your feet forward. Place both hands down, round your upper back. Sweep the right leg up behind you. Inhale, exhale, open wild thing. You got it? Up and over. Now open your heart. Breathe in. Breathe out. Look down. Have a look at the transition. Right hand comes down. Right leg stays high. Walk your hands back to your feet, standing splits. You're on your fresh leg, which is your left. Take a breath in. Stay for your exhale. Now this is where that block may come in handy. Right hand to block or the floor. I love to use a block in this pose. Flex the foot and start to rotate your torso to the left. Revolved half moon. Breathe in. Breathe out.
Take one more breath in, look down, keep the right leg lifted, keep the block at the back of the mat. Three-legged dog. Stay here for a breath in. Exhale, bend the elbows and slide the chest through. Inhale, cobra or up dog. And exhale, down dog. Woo! We are so close. Breathe in. Exhale, let it go. Left leg lifts, inhale. Bend and open, exhale. Slowly, knee to nose, step through warrior one. Take your time, no rush. Set it up first. I like to stay low, set my feet. And then eventually, oh my goodness, I am dripping wet. I'm loving it. It's so nice to feel this into the body, especially in winter here in Australia. We've had such a cold and a wet winter, which is really unusual for us here. And it's so beautiful to come in and practice and find that balance and equilibrium that our bodies need. Take a breath in into warrior one and exhale. Coming to find those eagle arms. From here, let me know where you're from too, guys. If you're experiencing this, if you're in Australia or this wet weather, or maybe you're from overseas, and let me know what's going on there. Take a breath in. Exhale, we start to fold forward. All right, we're not here for long, I promise. Try to draw the left hip back and the right hip forward. Take a breath in. Stay for the exhale. Push through those feet. Maintain the bind if you can. Warrior three with the arms bound. Notice the difficulty here. Take a full breath in. And slowly from here we come to stand. From that position, inhale. Wrap the right leg around the left and eagle pose. Breathe in. Exhale, start to compress. Drawing those elbows in and really feeling this in your digestive system. This is amazing for clearing out that toxicity. It's so hard to talk here. Take a breath in. Half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Left hand down to a block or floor. Finding your variation into half moon. Breathe in. On your exhale, bend the left knee a lot. Skandasana to the right. Oh, let this feel good. 3 breaths. Fully in, fully out. In your own time and slowly walk back to the front. That block is at the back of the mat. Place the hands down. Round the spine, protract. Sweep the left leg behind you. Inhale. Exhale, bend, open, wild thing. Take your time. Play with the space in between. Inhale and exhale. Slowly reverse. Left hand comes down. Left leg is lifted. Walk back to your right fresh leg. Standing splits. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now using your block or the floor, your choice, left hand down to the ground. Right hand to hip. Flex that left foot. Rotate torso to the right. 3 breaths. Final pose for today. Take a breath in, move the block out the way, keep left leg lifted, downward facing dog, inhale. Exhale, bend the elbows, slide yourself through, go long. Breathe in, cobra or up dog. From here, come back to your knees, keep your hips over your knees, drop your sternum down, melting heart, 5 breaths. Here. Notice your breath. Notice your body. Notice your emotions. And notice your dialogue. What are you creating in this moment? We are always creating. We have this thing called a negativity bias, where we are wired to see the negative. It's like if we go through our day and we receive 1 negative comment, but we've had 10 good moments, that negative comment will outweigh the positive. And this is where the practice of gratitude comes in. So pausing in the moments we experience that are just these regular moments, but make them irregular by pausing for 10 seconds and feeling into gratitude for having a coffee, for hugging your best friend, for whatever it might be, getting to go to work, and practice that day in and day out to combat this negativity bias. Take one more breath in. Now press your hips back over your heels, child's pose. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. However you get there, sliding onto your back as we come into our spinal twist. So just bending your knees for a moment. Notice what it feels like just to pause. Let your body receive here after all of that hard work. Is it possible right now to say thank you? Of course it is. So these next 3 breaths, really thank your body for everything that it's done. And everything that it's going to do today. Judgment, comparison, shitty self-talk is a choice. It's up to us to start to rewire and change it with practice, repetition, and consistency of gratitude. Slowly tuck your left hip underneath your right and find your way into your spinal twist. Oh goodness, that was a good crack. Holding for 5 breaths here. Let go. Let this feeling wash over you. Hold on to it for a moment. When you feel ready, slowly come back to a neutral position and pause. Eventually tucking that right hip underneath the left and finding a twist on the other side. Understanding that our negative states create neural traits. So how are you wanting to hardwire your brain today? What plants are we choosing to water in our garden? What is it that you would like to see grow? Slowly come back to center. And taking some time now in Shavasana, letting your legs go long and rolling your shoulders away from your ears. Palms face up, take a huge breath in. And an open mouth exhale, let it go. Let yourself receive. Now, if you have time, I so encourage you to stay a little bit longer. If not, I want you to start to wriggle those toes. Inhale, breathe in a little deeper. Exhale, start to move the rest of your body. Reawakening to this moment and just realizing that you now have this day. You have so many moments about to unfold in front of you, so that is up to us what we choose to create. Rolling slowly to your right or your left side, taking a moment or two to just appreciate this moment, this 10 seconds to let it fill up every single cell. And in your own time, you slowly come up to a seated position, letting yourself just be for a moment or two in this space. Breathe in. Breathe out.
Remember that you are entirely up to you. We all have an opportunity and choice to choose kindness, compassion, and to see the good. Many moments in our life are going to be uncomfortable, they're going to be challenging, they're going to be hard and upsetting and really difficult. But in those moments especially, I invite you to stay, to know that the moment will pass, and to do your best to soften, to let go of the resistance, to meet the tension with compassion, to say thank you when things show up in your body and see the energy change. Bring your thumbs to your third eye. Take a moment to honor yourself for putting yourself first and filling your cup. And from my heart to yours, namaste. As always, guys, thank you so much gratitude for your practice here. I appreciate you guys commenting. This was an asked for practice, a really fiery, oh God, I'm so sweaty, a fiery, sweaty flow for the winter in Australia. So I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. Leave me a like and a comment and subscribe if you haven't yet. My book, Watch Your Language, as I said, is out now. Jump on the link below, have a look, check it out, buy a copy and let me know. But it is about shifting our dialogue from judgment and comparison to acceptance and self-compassion, and we all deserve that. Have yourselves the most amazing day wherever you are, and thank you again for your practice.